So.
All right. What are you getting for the amount of square feet for the rectangular prism?
112. Because you don't.
Okay.
You don't cut the bottom.
What? Why?
It says not.
Because
It says not to
it's
count the
except the
bottom.
bottom. Where does it say?
Except the bottom.
How do you
So
think about
cute.
looks bad. Let's see a bad page.
But it's sitting on it.
Plus you're gonna have extra weight. It's just sideways.
Okay. So how many sides are 8 by 2? There's 2 faces that are 8 by 2. How many faces are 4 by 2? 2 faces that are 4 by 2. And then what's the top?
4 by 8.
4 by 8. So if we have, what do we have? 32 plus 16 plus 32. Okay. Now, what about the triangular prism? Yes, that's what it's called. Okay. We have 3 rectangles and 2 triangles, but how many triangles do we need to paint?
2.
Only 1. We're not painting the bottom face. So,
I can't figure that out.
okay, if I find the area of the triangle, 1/2 base times height, right? So 1/2 6 times 8. Yeah. That's the area of the triangle. It's a right triangle. Plus, what are the dimensions of this rectangle? 8 by 7. What are the dimensions of this rectangle? 6 by 7. What are the dimensions of this rectangle? No. 10 by 7. So help me out. What is 24 plus 56 plus 42 plus 70? What?
194.
How many gallons of paint should I buy? What if I want to do 2 coats? Do I have enough? I would need a second one.
I got that far right.
Good. Good.
Oh, is this Miss Holman?
What?
Miss Holman is buying.
Miss Holman is buying this.
Ah.
Okay. All right. What do you think we're gonna lead into?
Something about.
Cylinder.
Something about cubic. Three-dimensional.
Surface area of prisms.
We should do this when we should actually paint.
Okay. So we are now going into 3-dimensional figures, but we're still gonna stick with the area concept. Okay. We are going to be talking about surface area. So could you please turn to page 19? We are done with the whiteboards and the markers.
Well, I like.
Surface area of net.
Oh, I didn't like when we had to build a whole town out. Yeah.
That's not what I want. Okay, so here's the deal, people. I am not going to rely super heavily on formulas. Okay. Are we good? Okay. I am not going to rely super heavily on formulas. So do you see where it has like these formulas over here? I don't really care about those. Okay. What I want you to focus on when we find the surface area, then I'm asking you to find the area of all of the faces and add them together. So that's what I literally want you to think about. What is the area of each face added all together? Okay, so if we have a rectangular prism, how many faces do we have?
4, 6,
6. This is 19. So this is a rectangular prism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay. Now what's true about these two sides?
They're equal.
They're the same. These two faces. These two faces. As long as it's a rectangular prism, this one's not quite exact. Okay. So we know that we're going to have 6 sides, but we're going to have pairs that are the same. So in this first example right here, we have 2 sides that are 7 by 13, right? And we have 2 faces that are 13 by 9. And we have 2 faces that are 7 by 9. I'm gonna write SA for surface area. Are you okay with that? Okay. What I would love you to do is punch that into your calculator. Really think we weren't gonna calculate anything today? Student answer? Interesting.
I thought we were doing 14.
We are.
What?
I got 160.
Okay, so I have 2 completely different answers. Alex, what did you get?
Ben, what did you do?
Can I see it?
Wait. So 14. Oh, wait. Parentheses.
So 2 times,
Oh,
like 2 times 7 times 13. Just
Oh.
plus 2 times 13 times 9. Okay, what is our label for our surface area in this problem? We are taking 6 different areas and adding them together. So we are still talking about a 2-dimensional calculation. You got what? Are we having issues with the calculator, sir? Are we good? Sam, are we good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, so now I want to go down to number. We'll do number 4. Okay, so I don't want you to worry about any of this formula stuff over here. I want you to just think about what you have. We have 2 bases that are the triangles, and then we have 3 different rectangles. And I need to add those areas up all together. Okay, so let's talk about the triangles first. How do I find the area of this right triangle? Which numbers do I actually need? Okay, 9 and 12 are describing the base and height. What I tell my math 8 kids when we're looking at the triangle, find where that right angle box is and the base and height are touching the right angle box. So here's the right angle box. I need this measurement and I need this measurement. Well, those are 9 and 12. So the area of our triangle is 1/2 times 9 times 12. And there are 2 of them.
So couldn't you just cancel the half?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I don't really care about what it is yet. Okay. Then we have 3 rectangles. Each rectangle has a height of what? Okay, our prism height is this 16 right here. All 3 rectangles have that height of 16. So like this is 12 by 16. We have one that is 15 by 16, and we have one that is 9 by 16. Okay, you don't necessarily have to label that right there, but I'm just trying to help you visually see what the heck is. Okay, so we need to find this area 12 times 16, this area 15 times 16, and this area 9. Okay. Now we can plug and chug in our calculator. Clark says 684. I need some confirmation as to whether you agree or disagree.
I agree.
Alex agrees. It's a good sign, Clark. Yeah. Hey. And our label is going to be square meters.
$520. Nine, 10, 16 is not 145. I did 10. Is it? Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's it. We had a little dyslexia happening there. Huh? All right, I would like you and your elbow partner to work through number 5. I want to see what you can get for number 5. Ready, set, go.
What? Run this press.
I'm doing 5 for number 5.
Okay, 5 times
4.1. So it's 10 times 3.
Yeah.
That's not right. I can tell you that it's not right. How's it not right? Did you get it?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, that's right. Freedom. I didn't say so. What's this? 3. That's 130.2. Yeah. I'm feeling good about this. I haven't. I have to get like another.
I don't think you have to. Brandon, you said
I said I have to get another.
Okay, what is the base and height of the triangle faces? 12 and 4.1. Okay, And then, Harvey, give me the dimensions of one of the rectangles.
Oh, yeah,
12 by 3. Alexa, give me another one.
10 by
10 by 3. Okay, Presley, give me the last one. Five and 3. Okay, so when we take all of that, what do we get?
130.2.
130.2 kilometers squared. Okay, okay. How so?
I tried, do you see the right triangle? Do you see the right triangles in the back? I tried to find the line at the bottom, so I tried to use like a vacuum field. And
Okay.
I found 10.8 and 1.2. Because I tried to plug those in to try to find that triangle right there, which we really overcomplicate myself.
Yeah, so they're giving you the height and you have the base. So it's really simple to just find one
I
triangle.
did notice that it was on the 12th.
Okay. All right, let's talk about number 6. What kind of prism are we working with here?
The brown
Trapezoid. What? So a trapezoidal prism is what we'll call it. Okay, so we have 2 trapezoids and how many rectangles?
1, 2.
Okay, we have 4 rectangles. Okay, so let's talk about our trapezoid. I'm gonna highlight it. So I think that might help us. Here's our trapezoid. And when we find the area of a trapezoid, it's 1/2 times the height times the sum of the 2 bases. So we have 2 of them. Let's talk about finding their area. So 1/2 times, what's the height of our trapezoid? 12, because we have that little 90-degree box there, times the sum of the 2 bases. 18 and 23. I don't care what it is right now. Okay. Now let's talk about our 4 different rectangles. What is the height of each of the rectangles? All of these red lines, those are all 15. So our rectangles, we have a 15 by 20. We have a 15 by 18. We have a 15 by 12, and we have a 15 by 23. What's wrong, Sam? Is that just too much?
Yep.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Basically just a lot of math.
I mean, once you get it set up, it's just plug and chug. So like what I would do is right away, I would just say, okay, that's 12 times 41 plus 15 times 20, plus 15 times 18, plus 15 times 12, plus 15 times 20.
If you wanted to overcomplicate this.
Nope,
also-
we're not gonna overcomplicate. We're not gonna overcomplicate.
Why would you like to do that?
Straight on that one.
And just arrow back up. Okay, I know you're working in your calculator. I do need to see this step. I need to know what the heck you are typing in your calculator. That way, number 1, if you make a mistake, I can help you find it. Number 2, I know you're actually trying to do the work and not just like putting it into a AI and it's giving you. What are you getting?
1587.
that number the right way.
1,587.
Okay, thank you. Harvey, do you agree with that number?
1,587.
What'd you say?
Wait, is that not right?
What the
No,
sauce?
I got
6,060.
So 15 times 23, arrow over. 15 times 12.
I got 1,240.
I got 1,000.
No, it's 5.
So that needs to be a, so this is 18 less.
No.
Oh,
I got
we did last year.
1,240.
We just walk. Do you guys have to like run around the?
Yeah,
This is
we like
slippery
run a
too.
little circle.
We run it too long.
You don't have all four
No,
rectangles.
thank you.
A circle not even big enough.
We only have 3 rectangles.
We don't even stretch our arm. We only stretch.
We
our
walk.
arm.
Doesn't happen.
Yep. We walk in a really small circle.
Literally go on this small section and walk.
Okay. Go ahead and go to the next page. We are going to talk about surface area. You got the correct answer now? Okay, good. So here's the deal. In a cylinder, how do you find the area of a circle? Pi r squared. And how many circles do we have? We have 2 of them. Okay. Now, I want you to imagine we take some scissors and we cut. And we lay it flat. Like we take off the circles. I'm just talking about this part. If I cut and we lay it flat, what do we have? We have a rectangle. A rectangle where the height is the height. And then this part right here, it's
diameter. It's the curl circumference.
it's the circumference that's now laid flat. So when we talk about the lateral area, we're talking about the area of like the part of the can that we can hold. The lateral area is this 2 pi r h, the circumference times the height. That's how we get that. Okay, so what? Do I need to draw my picture again?
No.
That wasn't very convincing. Okay. So I'm drawing a cylinder. Yeah?
Yeah.
Radius, height.
Yeah.
If we cut it, cut, and I lay it out, it's really a rectangle
Yeah.
where this is the height,
Yeah.
and then this part right here is wrapped around the circle. That's our circumference. Hey, how do you find the area of a rectangle? Length times width.
Oh.
So when we find the surface area, we have 2 circles that we need to find and the lateral area, which is circumference times height. Okay. Okay, so let's go to number 9. The pi button is, you have to press second. Oh, no, you don't. Pi button is just right there above the caret. All right, so we have 2 circles and we have that rectangle with our lateral area, okay? So we have 2 pi r squared, and then our lateral area is 2 pi r times our height. So we have 2 circles plus the lateral area. Okay, the pi button is just above the caret. The caret is just above the squared.
Which is to the left. is that.
Correct.
Oh, it's like two. It's a length time area.
So this is 2 circles plus circumference times height.
2,557.26.
We'll round it to just 0.3. Square yards. Make sure everybody can get that. Okay, now, I don't think we need to do number 10 because I think you're gonna be okay. But in number 10, what's the one thing you need to do before you find the surface area? Okay, the radius is half of the diameter. Okay, now, let's just say hypothetically, you get to your homework. And there is a cylinder. Where the slant height is given. So the slant height, the normal height, and the diameter are all going to form a right triangle. Okay, so if you are giving this slant height and either the radius or diameter or the height, you can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for the missing piece. Okay. Can you handle that? Okay. So since we all feel a little stressed about this unit, which you shouldn't, I'll give you the next 10 minutes to start your assignment, which begins, I believe, on page 21. Aha, page 21 and 22.
Wait, so it's all of it?